And it's August 24th. Welcome on into Daily Cards Live here on ClaibsOnline.com, presented by Mungenast, St. Louis Acura, and Royal Banks of Missouri. I'm Joe Roderick, joined alongside by Bob Ramsey and Rammer. It's just a two-game series, a short two-game series against the Tigers, followed by a long weekend in Pittsburgh. Tonight should be the start of a Cardinals six-game winning streak.
Well, the Cardinals need something like that dramatic to happen if there is any hope at playing into October. And that's still got to be the goal, even though, as we have beaten to death over the last 4 or 5 months, the many flaws with the Cardinals, most of it offensively and depth related. But yeah, you've got to I can't imagine what it would be like, as frustrated as we get talking about the team at times, if you were a fan of a team that had completely thrown in the towel and just admitted, we're not even going to try to win a game. We don't care. And that's got to be an awful feeling as a fan. And so fortunately, while the Cardinals maybe didn't do the things that we'd hoped they would do roster-wise, really going back almost a year now, still the uniform personnel giving an effort every day is still makes it worth paying attention.
Yeah, and you do have you do have the benefit of Jack Flaherty going tonight as he looks to win his 10th game of the season. 9-1 right now on the year, and I said it last time he was out there pitching, and I'll say it again. I just forget how good he was before that injury took a hold of him, and as you mentioned yesterday, he kind of began that June swoon of Cardinal struggles right after Flaherty went down.
Now, you're absolutely right, and watching Jack pitch obviously is a joy. When you take a look at what has to happen, though, we talked about this yesterday. The margin for error for the Cardinals is so slim. You got to get a good start from your starter. Well, you expect that from Jack Flaherty. Your bullpen has to throw strikes later in the game. Hopefully with Jack, it's not that many innings. And then the Cardinals have to find ways to score runs. Tommy Edman has been pretty good since being back in the leadoff spot. They moved Tyler O'Neill to the 3-hole, something I'd been calling for a few weeks. Got to get Arenado going again. Hopefully Nootbaar can hold his own. And so there's some things that, you just got to get, you've got to get some things. I've been saying for a while, hope is not a plan. Well, it's not a plan, but you've just got to have some things fall into place to give yourself a chance on any given day for the Cardinals. The defense lets down a little bit. If one of your pitchers has a hiccup, if you can only score 2 runs, if any of those things happen, it's going to be hard for the Cardinals to win a game.
Yeah, it will. And tonight, though, I think we need to focus. And one of the things we should talk about leading into tonight's game is possibly the last time ever that we will see, and we touched on it yesterday briefly, the last time that we might see Miguel Cabrera play here in St. Louis against the Cardinals. A Hall of Fame career that will end with over 500 home runs. We'll see where he ends up with the 3,000 hits as he comes in tonight, 45 away from reaching that benchmark for his career. I saw a tweet earlier today by Tim Alberta from the Atlantic website talking about how Miguel Cabrera could possibly be the best right-handed hitter in baseball history. I think that's a little too far, but we are seeing one of the all-time greats end his career possibly here in about 6 weeks.
Yeah, I'd like to see the debate. I'm a huge Cabrera fan, so I'm not going to necessarily argue against it. And this is just off the top of my head because I didn't know you were going to go there. When I talk about Rogers Hornsby, Joe DiMaggio, Hank Aaron, Willie Mays, Frank Thomas, Albert Pujols, I think you could have a very enjoyable, perhaps emotional debate And I think, and again, those are just the guys off the top of my head. So to say he's wrong, I'll take the field.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think that he is the best hitter in his time era. I don't think he's the best right-handed hitter of the time that he played, seeing how he has been against Albert Pujols during his entire career. So I will put that out there, that he's not
Yeah,
even the best right-handed hitter during his career. But it has been enjoyable to watch him hit. It has,
wonderful.
for, you know what, and we're gonna say the same thing maybe about Mike Trout by the time it's all done. It sucks that we didn't get to see him on good teams all that often in his career. I know he was in 2 World Series. I get that. I'm not taking that away from him. Look at every other year outside of that, though. It wasn't good.
Yeah, that's right. And when you start to try and put historical perspective on players' careers, the raw numbers, the averages, how they go out. We look at all the statistics, and certainly when a player has had an opportunity to play on championship teams, that will add to their resume, even the cachet. So all those things go into it, and I just think Cabrera is you said it. He's a Hall of Famer, and I know the Cardinal fans will show him respect these next 2 days. There's no doubt that's going to happen. I just hope he doesn't kill the Cardinals. Going back to my topic, little margin for error. He's the kind of guy that could push that margin of error over and cause you to bite one these next 2 days. So I hope we don't see that.
It'll be Jack Flaherty tonight going against Casey Mize, a right-hander for the Detroit Tigers.
Nobody's faced him, just a kid. What is he, 6-6 on the year? Something like that.
6-6 on the year with a 3.69 ERA.
So that's pretty good. Those are pretty good numbers. Remember, American League guy, so he's almost always having to get the DH out. Historically, and I'm going deep into history, when the Cardinals haven't seen a guy before, makes me a little bit nervous. Fortunately, he's right-handed, not left-handed. That gives us a little bit of a sigh of relief.
He a pitcher wearing the number 12, Rammer. Are you a jersey number guy? Are you a jersey? Are you
not really? I don't get hung up on those kinds of things. But yeah, especially for a young pitcher to have a number that low, it's unusual.
Yeah, it is. As I was looking at pictures of him, that was the thing that jumped out at me. Nothing else. I looked at the jersey number and saw that, and that's just not something that you're used to seeing, especially a 24-year-old pitcher. Yeah.
If that's what jumped out at you, I may not want you on my scouting staff.
Jersey numbers are very important. That's
okay?
Yeah, very important when you get to. But again, he's got to cut his teeth before he gets that number, a number like that. I mean, he should still be up in the 60s.
Yeah, I agree. I do agree. Yeah. I agree with that 100%.
Yeah, it shows you the state of the Tigers, that they're just handing out those low numbers to.
Here's a number. Here's a number.
Anybody out there. Well, hopefully we start things off with a win tonight, and we can have some fun tomorrow talking about a possible 2-game sweep early in the morning.
Well, let's me. I'm going to go one at a time, and let's see if we can get something jump started. Get the guys you're counting on, the top half of the lineup, to get something done. Completely unfair, but I have really enjoyed watching Nootbaar play, and being left-handed. He'll be in the lineup tonight. Sounds like we're still a little bit away from Carlson coming in, that he still hasn't been getting any swings from the right side. So when he comes back, hopefully there's still something to play for. But I'm confident the top half of the lineup will do something positive. Can we get some contribution from the bottom half? If so, it should be a good formula for tonight.
Rammer, before we get to today's hats, a quick word from Royal Banks.
Royal Banks in Missouri, unlike the Cardinals, they are consistent. They've been doing it for folks in Missouri for over 50 years, and for the last year or so, 2 branches now on the east side of the river in Granite City and Jerseyville. Royal Banks with the same great service, no matter which side of the water you're on. All you got to do to get on board with Royal Banks and the great services they provide, call them 314-212-1500. You'll talk to one of the fine banking reps that'll get you started down the road to help you achieve your financial goals. Or, of course, you can go online. It's a terrific website, very user-friendly and informative. It's royalbanksofmo.com. Royal Banks, where better service means better banking. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Rammer, I'm upset. There was a certain hat I was looking for today. I know I saw it here in the last week or two, but I could not find it. Hopefully I have it by tomorrow morning. But I just I pulled out the old Ricky Fowler Puma hat, kept the brim flat from my golfing days, and just pulled that one out to throw it on for today.
You won't be shocked. I'm not a flat brim guy, but I think that's a good lid. I dig it.
Yeah, I kept it flat just because that's how he wore it when he wore this exact hat. Yeah,
I get it. Well, I have two hat areas, one at home and one at the office. I'm running out of hats here at home, but this is a great one. It's one of my souvenirs. I only got a couple of souvenirs from the Stanley Cup Championship. I love this lid. I love wearing it. It's a great one, and one of the great events in St. Louis sports history. An unbelievable ride for all of us, and it's a hat that I proudly wear.
I believe the souvenir I bought myself was the scarf that I have hanging in my basement, but I bought my dad that hat after that exact hat after they won the cup, so he could have a souvenir of them winning it. So yeah, that's a nice lid you got there. Hey, it's tonight, Tuesday night. Tomorrow is an early game. We will be with you before 8 a.m. tomorrow, 6:45 start time tonight for a weekday game with school back in session. So look for us tomorrow morning as well, right here on Daily Cards, presented by Mungenast St. Louis Acura and Royal Banks of Missouri. For Bob Ramsey, I'm Joe Roderick. We will talk to you tomorrow morning right here on ClaibsOnline.com.
St. Louis Acura is excited to announce the opening of our newly remodeled service lounge. We sell pre-owned vehicles of all makes and models and take pride in servicing what we sell. We offer free pickup and delivery service and a complimentary car wash and vacuum with every service. We also have a full-service reconditioning shop on site that can repair dents, bumpers, and wheels. As the nation's only 29-time Acura Precision Team winner for customer satisfaction, we work every day to make St. Louis Acura better than ever for you.